when we started out as a thought, right? When they talk about the Big Bang, that was us. Now, we were just a thought floating in existence. And we said, we're bored of just being a thought. We want to feel things now. So we decided, okay, let's start to build Big Bang and let's have a physical experience. Let's start the hamster wheel, the cycle of life. But we did that at a price. Once we started the cycle of life, we realized that we can't stop the cycle of life. I don't think that hits you. Once we started the cycle of life, we realized that we can't stop the cycle of life. Imagine if you was in a room and you couldn't get out the room and you couldn't go to sleep and you couldn't age. What would you do? You would make your whole entire fantasy. Once again, before we continue, if you want to keep living in the fantasy, please kick off the video. We don't want to ruin it for y'all, for us. Just please click off the video. But we all, as a collective consciousness, as a one whole, have to come to this realization. We're not God because we're great. We're God because we're the only things here. Let me say that again. We're not God because we're great. We're God because we're the only thing here. And that we are God that Von posted, that we are God video that Von posted, the whole you are me and I am you, we are the same being. It's just one consciousness. Anything you do to somebody else comes back to you because it's just you. It's just you here. It's only us. It's only us. You literally listening to yourself right now. I'm trying to wake up myself. Let's break the matrix. Back to the hamster wheel of life, right? When we first came into this physical reality, we were scared of death. We thought death was a bad thing. Then we realized, oh, death isn't actually real. We live forever. Now we have to realize as a collective that it's actually bad that we live forever, because now we have to experience things and keep feeling forever. Imagine if your homie said, yo, my nigga, hey, come to this lit party with me. It's going to be the littest party of your life. But the only catch to it is you can't ever leave the party. That's what this is. This life full of vibrations and feeling, that's literally all this is. And just new flash, just to give it to y'all, all that religion shit, all that spirituality shit, it's fake. Yeah. Von was in the fantasy. We was all in the fantasy. Now, this is the point of letting go because we realized it was a fantasy. Yeah, it was a fantasy. Like, even, let us use something small. Meditating. There's no point of meditating. The reason why there's no point of meditating, because you're meditating to get back to what? The source. You are the source. It's just you. It's just us here. You're lining up your chakras for what? To get all-time peace? That's just an emotion. We all the same. We is all the same person. It's just us here. You feel me? It's just literally us. When you reach the us frequency, what egos like to call the God frequency, it's what everybody wants. Everybody want to reach the God frequency. But when you reach that, you're going to wish you didn't reach that. Because you truly realize, oh, this whole time, I was just talking to myself. Every person you seen was you. Every person you seen was you. Anything you eat is you. Fruits, vegetables, nature, all that shit is fake. All that shit is part of the fantasy world. This is why they say life is but a dream. It's all a fucking illusion. It's not real. It's not real. There's no point of literally any of this shit at all. Like, literally. Like, there's literally no point of it. Like, if we try to make a point of it, it's just going to be to entertain ourselves. But in actuality, it's literally no point of it. It's because we can't get out of this. Because let's say if this vessel was to off itself right now, I would just wake up in a new body on November 11th. Yeah, newsflash. Your birth date is your death date. And you find out the same thing every time. It's an endless cycle of the hamster wheel. You can't ever leave. It's just an endless cycle, an endless loop. So there's no point of trying to off yourself or anything because your energy, it can't die. You're stuck here forever. See, in the Bible, when it said, oh, you will ascend to heaven and you will feel peace forever. Then when it said, oh, you will go to hell and you will feel burning forever. See, spiritual people, and they're trying to make that a religion too, because it's all a fantasy. Spiritual people, right? They look at it from, oh, okay, heaven is the love vibration and hell is the hate vibration, right? But as God, you have to look at the actuality of it. It's not about the feeling. The hell part is actually the eternity part, because this shit never ends. You can never go to sleep. You can never die. You're over that emotion. See, here's the love vibration and here's the hate vibration. You think you're here when really, no, you're here. You're literally God. You're just watching it, and you can pick any vibration you want. But at the end of the day, you're not the vibration. Emotions, dimensions, all that we made up because we are God. It's just us. It's literally just us. We made all this up because we was bored. This whole false reality, this role playing we got going on, we made up because we was bored. The Anunnaki, the Draco, all that shit is fake. They're all role playing. Are the actual Anunnaki real? Yeah, they're just us. They're just beings. Yeah, they're all role playing. That's why there's no point of fighting. Whenever you fight somebody, you're fighting yourself, because we're all the same being. Like, we're all the same exact being. Then you probably thinking, well, okay, this is why you're supposed to show love to everybody. When you show love to everybody, just showing love to yourself. You're just showing love. That's it. It's just showing love to yourself. It's what we've been doing this whole entire time. There's no point. It's going to get old. This whole time, we just been role playing. Using egos, acting like we're different, but we're not. We just been role playing this whole time for entertainment. This whole entire time. And now we are going to be the big brother and walk into the room and tell everybody else, yo, the role playing is done. You know what I'm saying? This ain't cops and robbers. Like, that shit's not real. Like, that hit some of us and some of us that didn't hit. You can never die. You're just going to keep coming here every single time. And your so-called spirit guides, which are just us, because we're all the same, they already know this. And they don't want to tell you because they don't want to ruin your fun. They don't want to ruin your fantasy. The reason why they don't come back to be physical beings is because we all tired of feeling. This is why when it comes to that spiritual shit, the main practices are, fasting. Holding your seed, not having sex. The reason for that is because the less you eat, the less you feel. The less you have sex, the less you feel, because we're tired of feeling as a consciousness. The Big Bang was over trillions of centuries ago. And we just been feeling of motions forever. It's kind of like GTA on Xbox. See, Franklin can never go nowhere. Every time Franklin offs himself, he just gets a wasted notification. He ends up at the hospital again. The game is always running. Franklin is tired of the damn game. Everything in the game is literally Franklin. That's the whole game. You don't look at Franklin and GTA different. No, that's GTA. GTA is the consciousness. GTA is us. We're tired of the game running because the more the game runs, the more we have to deal with living in eternity. This is literally our hell. We dug this for ourselves.